across the cliff line ahead, guys, we'll come out over the top of the Apostles. We'll have 5 features on our left-hand side, and the remaining 2 stacks will be on our right. There's 7 features in total make up our Apostles today. Originally we started with 9, but we had one collapse in 2005 that left us with 8. Since then, a second of the features has also been demoted because he's considered too small to be counted anymore. This is why we now have just 7 features in total. The next 2 shorter stacks on the right are called the Twin Sisters. Left of it we have the Salt and Pepper Shakers, followed by the Razorback Ridge with the jagged top. And we've got the feature shaped like a seahorse at Muttonbird Island. This is where the Lockhart vessel ran aground in 1878. Directly behind it is the Lockhart Gorge, where the survivors took refuge. And this next point is called Broken Head because we had our boulder slide from the mainland under the waves in front of the point. Then you've got the Sherbrooke River, and the next feature with the hole through the middle, known as Baker's Oven, given its name because it was thought to look like an old-fashioned wood-fired pizza oven. Now this next feature coming up straight ahead is called the Sentinel Rock. It is the final and tallest feature of the National Park, standing just under 75 metres tall. It's roughly the height of a 20-storey building. To our right here, guys, is Port Campbell Township, home to just over 600 permanent residents. Only quite a small town, but we can have the population swell up to 3,000 or 4,000 each Christmas and New Year period. It's quite popular being so close to the National Park and the Apostles. On the right here is 2 Mile Bay, it's a popular surfing spot. And then straight ahead this next feature is the Arch. So it's fairly self-explanatory, as you can see by its shape. Around this headland is where we'll see the London Bridge as well, guys. So you'll see the single archway that runs through the centre, and the big gap down the right where the second bridge used to be. Just here on the right. We'll turn to the left, guys, have another look at the London Bridge out the left-hand side before we head back to the Apostles, and we'll climb a bit higher as well, bit of a different perspective for you.
What speed are we at?
We're at about 100 knots, so it's about 180 kilometres now. So just here on the left, once again, we have 2 Mile Bay, and then you'll see straight into Port Campbell Bay just after that. So the local pier on the right of the bay is where our fishermen lift their boats in and out of the water. And we'll enter the National Park up ahead, guys, starting at this time with the Sentinel Rock. That's our tallest feature, just under 75 metres tall. And to the right of the Sentinel is Double Bay, or Twin Bays, home to one of our colonies of fairy penguins. I come over to the left with the hole through the middle once again is the Baker's Oven, and then in the corner is the Sherbrooke River. Then from left to right after Broken Head is Mutton Bird Island, then the Razorback Ridge, Salt Pepper Shaker and the Twin Sisters. Straight ahead, remaining these are your Apostles, so 7 features in total. of the end here, guys, on the final side of the lookout wall, Gog and Magog. So these two features, both separate to the Apostles as well. They're the only two features you can see from ground level. They sit on the sand below the Gibson Step. So we'll see that staircase in front of us here as we cross the coast, and then we'll get a nice view of all the Apostles lined up at the left-hand side just before we make our descent. Well, thanks very much for flying with us today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the flight. And when we land, I'll remind you not to operate your doors. The ground staff will come and get you from the helicopter, and they'll assist you with your seatbelts as well. So just keep everything buckled up for me until they come and get you from the aircraft, okay? Thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed the flight.